Next, we go to Americans Abroad, Andrew, and looking down at so many players in the EPL now from the U.S. national team. Let's start off first with Michael Bradley. And Michael Bradley coming to Aston Villa. Everyone in the U.S. national team community excited. Maybe another premier player like a Clint Dempsey in the Premier League.
Like a Stuart Holden. I think people got a little too excited about it. I think just like we saw with Gooch when he went to AC Milan, everyone was like, oh my God, here it is after that great Confederations Cup that he had. And all of a sudden, we think he's going to start, at least get playing time with Aston Villa, and he's virtually almost gotten none, if any.
Well, the thing is, I don't understand why Aston Villa is trying to reach out and get Michael Bradley if they're not looking to start him. Now, I don't blame Aston Villa. It was the middle of the season. It was a January transfer window, so you don't want to do a whole lot of tinkering with what you already have in place. But I think that Michael Bradley should at least be getting a look at maybe the bench.
Because he wasn't even on the bench for this past game. I think we all thought he was going to come in and at least be a substitute. I think there was a couple people who thought he was going to come in and start, but I don't think there's anyone who didn't think he was going to come in and come off the bench at least in 60, 70 minute to get Aston Villa that extra juice, hopefully to push for an FA Cup spot.
Well, we started with the worst, and now we'll transition into the good things going on with the American soccer community abroad. Let's go to Gael Agabusamande. Guy went to Sporting Braga, now loaned to, I'm going to try and pronounce it,
Djurgården, I think.
It's a Swedish club, Swedish Division 1 club. How's he been doing lately?
He's been good. Actually, he got his first European start for them this weekend. They did lose 1-0, but Gael will hopefully become a prospect that the U.S. team will be able to count on for years to come.
And they really have to count on him now, Andrew. A lot of the crop of this, the golden age of defenders for this U.S. national team, Carlos Bocanegra, Gucci Onyewu, Steve Cherundolo, those guys are on the way out. And whether or not the U.S. likes it, they're going to need to start looking to the Omar Gonzalez's, the Iko Paras, the Gael Agabusamandes to be channeling, maybe not this year for the Gold Cup run, but in the future, possibly a Confederations Cup in 2013, they're going to need these guys.
Right, and honestly, I want to see some of those younger defenders like Iko Para, like you said, get a call-up for the Gold Cup, at least the camp, to get that experience in, because we're going to need him. As you said, Gooch is, I think, the youngest at 27 or 28. Jaden Merritt's over 30. Steve Cherundolo is over 30. Bocanegra's, I think, 30 now. And they're just getting way too old for us to compete at a top level.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Andrew. I fell hard for Jonathan Spector when he came onto the U.S. national team.
He had such a good Confederations Cup, though. I think we all did.
And now Eric Lehigh is the guy I'm looking at. And let's talk a little bit about Eric Lehigh. He's at Leeds United right now. How did he find his way to Leeds, and then what's going on with him also?
Well, he went to Aston Villa, not getting a lot of playing time. Playing with the reserves, though, coming off the bench a couple times. They wanted him to get more playing time. Loaned to Leeds, championship side, I think 6th place right now in the championship, trying to fight for a promotion spot in the playoffs. And Leeds has been struggling of lately, not winning as many games as they should, but he's been the one bright spot, as Andy Gray said during the last game.
Yeah, during that game, the play-by-play announcer was talking about Eric Lehigh and what he's done, and Andy Gray agreed that this guy has a very bright future. And being as young as he is, he can really only go up from here. He can play right back. We might have to have him play left back sometimes for the U.S. national team, but he's just so versatile, and out on the field, he almost looks like he's a midfielder with his distribution out of the back.
Right. We have a good... As our older crop of defenders are moving out, I think we have a good they're certainly raw, but I think we have a good, talented group young coming in, as we saw Timmy Chandler last couple of friendlies.
And last but not least, we got to give our shout out to Tim Howard. Tim Howard and Everton trying to lead a charge to top Liverpool. This would be the first time since probably, I would say 2004, that Everton has a chance to top their rivals Liverpool. Right now, Liverpool 49 points, Everton 47 points. Yeah. And after that shutout that Tim Howard pitched, they're looking very good.
No, they're looking good to take over. Liverpool, obviously, we know, not the greatest season. They sold Torres out to Chelsea, which hasn't scored for Chelsea, which is just ridiculous. But they look in a good position to pass Liverpool in the standings, 7th right now.